Hello, it's been a while. Come on in, say hello. If you're new to my page, be sure to tell me where you're watching from and let me know you're new so we can give you a nice warm welcome. I am Dawn. This is Wreath Decor by Dawn. If you are new to my page, if you wouldn't mind hitting that share button for me, I'd really appreciate it. All right, we're going to be doing this wooden door hanger tonight. This came from Hobby Lobby. I bought this. It's unfinished when you buy it. They have it over in the Patriotic section, the wooden hangers and stuff like that. They have it in two different sections, so you just look for it. I hand painted this. I glittered it. The white rim is glittered. The letters obviously are glittered. If you can see that, there it is. There you go. The stars. So I painted it the blue. I bought the. I just used the paint from Walmart. This is the navy blue, and then the red, of course, and the regular white. Glittered it all up. I have 4 of these available. If anyone's interested, let me know if you want them just like this. If you want them decorated, they'll be available in my shop. This is listed in my shop. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I forgot to seal this one before they've all been sitting here waiting to be sealed, and I completely forgot about it. And I thought, well, I'm going to do that today, and then got everything ready and went, I didn't seal it. So I will seal it afterwards. I'll figure that one out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small piece of foam. I'm going to use these picks here that I got. These Patriotic Poppy picks. But I was going to just use them like this and put them together on the bottom here. Do it the opposite direction. And do it this way. But these don't want to stay. They keep flopping around, so they're real loose inside of here. And instead of going through and taping each and every one of them, I'm just going to take them out because they come out really easily. See? Pull right out. And I'm going to stick them in this foam. So we're going to put this foam on here. So that's one way to do it. The other easy way, if these would all stay where I want them to stay and not flop around, you could take and put them on here like this. You could cross them, cut them. I don't want to cover up the words. I'm not worried about covering up the stars at the bottom. If I put it at the top, it's going to cover up the words, and I don't want to do that. So there's more room at the bottom. So we're going to do that. And then I have some greenery picks here to fill in with. And then I have some stars that we're going to add to it. And we're going to make a bow with this 1.5 inch blue that has the metallic red dots and white. So I've got a bunch of these strips, and we're going to make a bow out of those and use those up. So we're kind of using up what we have here. Hey everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. I am so happy to be back with you. Alright, so I already cut this piece of foam. I got this from the dollar store. And I cut it down to the size I need. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of it to hold it on there. And keep it in place. Let me turn it around this way. I have it marked so I know where I want it. So we're going to hold that on there. So these were originally, I think, $19.99 before you paint them and everything. So, you know, you have your time of the painting put into it and then decorating it however you want it. Here's what the back looks like. And it does have a hanger, rope hanger on it. It's not a very long one, which is fine with me. I don't like the real long ones, but you could put a longer one on if you wanted to put a bow at the top. That might be something I decide to do after I'm done, but right now that one works just fine. So, how has everybody been doing? It's been a while. I've missed you guys. Make sure that's on there. Yep, that's on there. Okay. So these are the picks again that I'm going to use. These came from Carolina Pottery. I'm going to use this greenery here. This is just a white green bush. It kind of looks like either a eucalyptus or a boxwood type greenery. And then again, we're going to use these star picks. We're going to add those in there as well. So we're going to set these off to the side, and we're going to make this bow. Let me set that there without knocking everything over. I hope y'all are doing good. Everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day, I hope. We didn't do anything. We stayed home. I lazed around the house and watched TV all day. That was about it. Alright, so because I'm putting this at the bottom, I can make my tails as long as I want. I'm going to do about 12 inches right now. Put this down in here. There we go. And we're just going to make a bunch of loops with whatever we've got left here. I'm going to do about 5 inches, possibly 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. Like this one down here. And then we'll leave that one there. And that one's going to come up. So I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Anybody looking forward to the weekend? We're going to have rain here. So these came out of probably a kit that I did last year. These were probably left with what was left off of the 10-inch or 10-yard rolls. So we're just going to use them up and get rid of them. I have boxes and boxes of leftover supplies laying around, and I just want to get rid of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of them. I'm not real worried about that one, but we're going to go ahead and put this one up here. And we're going to keep them all the same length, 5.5. Well, that one maybe not. That one's a little bit shorter. It's okay. We're going to make it work. Because I want to get rid of these ribbons. I'm trying to use the longest ones first. I do have another roll of this, so if we need it, we can use it. Not a big deal. Everybody ready for summer? Who's got some plans for summer? Anybody? We're not doing anything. Not that I know of yet, anyway. So I am only using this one colored ribbon. All the other ones that I have don't really work well with this. But I just want to get rid of these. Comments aren't showing, so I hope I'm not missing any questions. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Hey Sherry. How's your wreath making going? I am going to do a tail with this one. Oh, let's do it. About that long right there. Oops, twisted the wrong way. Sherry is working on making, well, not quite her first wreath. She's made one before. She made one kit that I had sold. She bought one of my kits. Let's go this direction now. But she is doing her first one from scratch on her own. Let's see. Somebody's going to... Oh, you're going to see your grandson? Yeah. For his first birthday. Oh, hey, Kathy. You're not late, honey. Let's see, which direction do I want to go with this one? We're just making a mismatch bow here with leftover pieces. Basically just doing one loop and a tail with these. So those are hanging down. Alright, so let me grab the other roll. Alright, I'm going to do a couple more pieces, but I'm going to make these a little bit shorter. Just a little. About 4.5, 5 inches. And I'm going to do 4 loops. Is Mr. Bab on? No, I don't think he's on. He was doing some work tonight. Let's see, that's 5.5. I want 4.5, not 5.5. He was catching up on some work. He's got a temporary promotion starting next week, so he's got to get some stuff done and prepare for that. He has his annual physical coming up too. So he's busy. Alright, let's see. Do I want to do more? I'm going to do one more. Yeah. It'll be more headache is what it will be. He's done this job before. They're transitioning people out. Some people are retiring. So he'll be taking the position temporarily. He did it a couple years ago until the new guy got here. Alright, that's it. There he is. He's listening. Of course, spying on me. Gotta hear what I'm talking about and saying to you guys. He wants to make sure I don't tell any secrets. Alright, so that's it for that. So see, let me put this together and you guys can see how it came out. So even if you have scrap pieces of ribbon laying around, you know, I save all of mine. I can show you here. I've got these bins. These are pieces that I cut for wreaths to do tails and decided not to use them. So these are already cut at like 12, 13, 14 inches. So I have these all split up into, or divvied up into sizes or whatever you want to call it, filed. And then this is all of my pieces like that. So these are all pieces that came off of like the ends of 50-yard rolls that I sold. That's not quite like 5 yards. Some of them are 3 yards. Some of them are yards. So that's what I'm trying to get rid of. Got plenty of it. So when you've been doing this for a couple of years, you end up with that if you don't use them up. So my advice to you is use them up now. Don't save them. Because they tend to build up and that's what you end up with. Hey, Ann. Alright, let me get a zip tie over here. I'm going to do this one. Yeah, we'll do white. And then I will use a piece of this to put around it. Okay. And then I'm thinking how I want to attach it. If I want to do it with a pipe cleaner. Yeah, I'm going to do it with a pipe cleaner. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. I do too. I hate them too, but I can't bring myself to just throw them away either. So I collect them. They were in a box, and when I started trying to get my room in order, I put them in those little bins. I was using those bins for other things and then decided to change it. Oh yeah, you guys get a wider view with my Mevo now. I'm not so crazy about it, but yeah, you guys get a wider view. So you get to see more of my stuff. Stuff that I've kept hidden from you for the last several years. Or been able to hide. You can actually see more of the bed now. When I talk about having a bed in the middle of my room, I'm not lying. It's right there. Alright, so let me get this back up here where it needs to be. And pull this a little tighter. That's why I had to clean up. That's why I couldn't go last week. I had so much stuff in here. My desk was completely covered because I had gone to Sam's, and then when we were down in South Carolina, of course, we went to Carolina Pottery. So I had stuff everywhere, and I just had to get it put away. Okay, so we did 5.5-inch loops with all of these extra pieces to make our bow. All these at the top will be cut down. So I used up about 5 of those excess pieces, and then we used some off of the new roll. And those off of the new roll, I did those about an inch shorter, which is about 4.5 inches. So that's what we created the bow with. Now we're going to get all these tails down here in the front. I'll turn this around for you here in a second. Oh, thank you. We had so much fun. If y'all have never been to any of the retreats that some of these people put on, you should go. Hardworking Mom does one twice a year. She has limited spots, so you have to get them quickly. A lot of them have limited spots. So, but yeah, we had a 70s night. She always has a theme night. So last time we did the 80s. This time we did the 70s. I think next time it was going to be either between the 50s and the 20s. We were talking about that while we were there, as to which one we'd rather have, and it was split between the 50s and the 20s with everybody. So I think a roaring 20s would be good, but I also like the 50s because that's easy to do. Of course, roaring 20s would probably be easy too, but all right, so all I'm doing is dovetailing these end pieces, and I'm not doing them all at the same length. They can be varying. And they're all at the top, so they're just going to poke up above the stars. All right, so there's our bow with our end pieces. Oops, I got one more back here. I forgot this one back here. So there we go. So let me go ahead and get this tight now. I don't know why I always fluff out the bow when I know I'm going to smash it anyway. Okay, so I've got my pipe cleaner in there. I want my small ones so I can get closer. I use these little ones so I can get really close to the end of the zip tie here. The less I leave hanging over there, the better. All right, so then we're going to take our pipe cleaner, we're going to twist it. I'm going to get I forgot to get my pins out. You're new to my page? Came up on your feed and watched you. Oh, well, I'm glad, Terry. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here. I usually go live every Wednesday. Sorry, that's an old habit. It used to be Wednesday. Now it's Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join my email list, I will put the link in. Just put the word email in the comments, and I'll send you a direct link so that you can join the email list. All right, so I'm going to use these little U-pins that you get, floral pins. And I will probably cut one down just a little bit because I don't have much foam here. So we don't need a full piece. All right, so let me cut this off. I'm leaving enough that I can pin it. I could just also use my pick machine, but that's even harder to get out right now, so we're just going to go with this. So all I did was leave a little nub on the back of it. So I just left this little nub on the back here, if you can see that. Let me zoom in for you guys. I keep forgetting I can do that now. There we go. So there's this little nub right here on the back. There it goes. And we're going to take that and bend it over, and then we're going to pin it with this U-pin or floral pin. But first I'm going to cut it down a little bit so that it goes into it. And you want to go in at an angle. That way it grabs into the foam. We'll fix this in a minute here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this towards you. Right here. We're going to take and get some glue on this pin. I'm using a glue pot over here. It's just a little 7-inch electric skillet. You can get them on Amazon. It's also on my supply list. So if you want my supply list with that on it, just type in the word supply and I will send you that list. And that has everything on there from my wire cutters to my glue pot to my ribbon racks. And they're just links where you can go to look at those and purchase if you're interested. They're affiliate links. All right, I'm going to put one more in just to be safe. Gotta be careful when you cut these down because they're a lot smaller now, so I want to make sure it stays in there. I'm going to use my pliers to push that in so that I don't have to touch the glue. The nice thing about using a glue pot, if you don't use a glue pot and you use a glue gun, it's hot, but you can, it's not, like I said, you can just peel it right off your skin. It's not going to burn you and leave marks the way a glue gun does. All right, so we're going to let that sit and dry for a second. While that's drying, let's get this stuff out of the way. We can go ahead and start putting in our florals. So again, if you just joined, I was going to use these like this and put them together and make a little swag type thing out of it, but these flowers are flopping around. They won't stay, and I don't want to go and have to wire each and every one of them in. So because they come out so easily, we're going to pull them out and we're just going to put them in almost in the same order that they're on the pick. See how easily these come out? That's why I didn't want to use it, because they move around and they won't stay in. So we're going to take each and every one of these and we're going to put them, build this little floral thing here, and anything you can still see. What do I want? I want this. When I'm done, is going to be covered with moss. Let me turn this around so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then we'll put some flowers in our bow, make them come up through the loops here so that it looks like it's all one piece. I see another tail I forgot to cut, but that's okay, we'll fix it. All right, so am I missing any of your questions? I want to make sure I answer any questions that you have. So we're just layering these back in and I'm pushing them into the foam, kind of in the same order that they're on here. This is the original pick here. So let's see, this one goes next. I'm cutting them down just a little. We don't need them to be this long because we're going to be putting them in from both sides. Put a little bit of glue on it. Hey, Jessica. So we're just going to go in at an angle there, and all that glue just came right out. All right. Trying to get this off of there. There we go. And then these are all wired so you can bend them. We don't want them all sticking out. See, I got that glue on me and it doesn't hurt. It's just, hey Trish, long time no see. So I'm getting all this greenery in first, then we're going to get the flowers in. Let's do this one next. And just like I said, I'm cutting it down so that they're not as long because we don't want them sticking all the way through the foam. The foam is cut down quite a bit. There we go. And then we've got this one here with these greens. There we go. Going right up underneath that bow. sign you can get it at Hobby Lobby though. It's just not painted. You have to paint it. So if you just joined, this is a sign that they sell at Hobby Lobby. It's not regular $19.99, so make sure you get it when it's on sale. And then it's unfinished, so you paint it. The words are already on it. The outline for the words is already on it. You just have to paint it. And what I did was I painted it and then I put glitter over the lettering and the stars and everything. There we go. Now we can put the flowers in. So we got these nice little red. So it's got just a little bit of the red, white, and blue. So you got the red flower, then you've got this blue filler, and then you've got this white flower. And we got one more piece of greenery here. Let's add this one on this side. And I'm cutting these down and leaving about an inch because, like I said, that foam is a half, it's actually probably a third of one of those blocks that you get from the dollar store. The white ones that they carry. They have the green ones too, but I bought some white ones. And then anything that shows when I'm done will be covered with moss. There we go. Loops going there, and then we'll get some flowers and greenery in there as well. So I'm going to put my red one in first. And you can steam these if you want them more open. Just get you one of those little travel steamers and you can steam your flowers. We're going to go down this far. You can steam them open. And I think on my supply list is one of those little steamers as well. Anything I use or have bought, I try to put it on that list to share it with you guys, so that if there's something I'm using and you want to go look for it, that you'd have access to it. So I try to update it fairly regularly. I go in and update it from what I purchase and gather all the links and things like that. This one's not open. There we go. So now I'm going to take the green and I'm going to put, or not the green, but the blue, and we're going to, the blue and the white's going to go into the bow, not into the, so see, you go in between your petals and just take that right down into your foam. Some glue on there. Don't want a lot, I just want a little bit on there to hold it in. So we're going to go move these petals out, or loops out of the way. Go right up underneath our bow and put that blue flower in there. Probably go a little bit further in. Now I'm going to put the white one up top here. And these have really thin but sturdy wires in them, the stems. So you don't have to pick these to put them in here if you don't want to. You could, but your pick is just going to take up more room in your foam. So I want to do this one up here. So I'm going to move these out of the way. And like I said, this one is listed in my shop if anyone's interested. It doesn't have a picture of it because obviously it's not done yet. But I also have the painted wood without the foam and this all on it. If anyone wants to purchase those too. So you can get it with or without the decorations on it. There we go. So if anyone's interested in that, that's not listed in my shop, but this piece is without a picture. And I will have a picture of it up tomorrow when it's completed. All right, so now we're going to pick this one apart and do the same thing on the other side. Once we do that, we're going to use those fillers and the stars and be done. All right, so this is just a little berry bush. It's just greenery. It doesn't say what kind of greenery is. It's kind of a cross between a eucalyptus and a boxwood. A big, you know, the bigger boxwood. The boxwood, you've got different sizes. So we're just going to use some small pieces. Cut this one down because we don't need that center piece. And I'm going to cut these down, and we're going to work these into our bow. I'm going to cut that a little bit more. So I'm just taking this greenery and I'm gluing it in under my loops. I'm gluing it right to my bow, but I'm going under my loops so that it goes in between and it stays in there. And these are just extra pieces that I've already used part of them for other things, and then I'm just finishing them off, using them. You can also use these to cover up your foam as well. So you put these in here and it'll cover up that foam for you. You won't have to use as much moss later on. There. Make sure I'm not losing y'all. Looks like it keeps jumping. Alright, so I'm going to cut this one short and I'm going to use it to cover up my foam. So then on Monday after I dropped her at the airport, I went to my wholesalers, which is just not too far from the airport up there in Raleigh. I did some shopping, put some stuff in my shop. Got some more ribbon and signs, which the signs are going really quickly. And then, what else? Oh, well then on Tuesday, my husband and I had to turn around and drive back to South Carolina because our grandsons, our two oldest grandsons, do ROTC. And my oldest grandson, Nathan, which you guys know Nathan, he is our fan club president. He was promoted to wing commander for next year, next school year. He'll be a senior. And he got an award. I can't remember what the award was, though. And I apologize for not knowing that, but I don't remember. And Brandon is part of the color guard, so he did that, part of the ceremony. So it was fun to see him. And then, we took them both. And my granddaughter had a orchestra event right after, so my son-in-law stayed for that. And we took the kids out to eat because the little ones weren't going to sit around for another hour and a half without dinner. So we took them to get dinner and had some fun with them, although the food was not great. The company was. And we hadn't seen the grandkids in a while because everybody's been back, sick back and forth and that kind of stuff. So we didn't get to see them much at the beginning of the year. I know. We are so proud of him. I posted pictures on my page of them and their uniforms and everything. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he's going to be a senior this year. And Brandon's going to be getting his driver's license. Oh, Nathan already has his. He's been driving for almost a year now. Oh, I don't know where the time went. It's going by too fast. I told them they need to stop. They're so tall now. My God. They just tower over us. Like, who gave these kids permission to grow? I don't remember giving my approval for this. Nobody asked me if they could do that. I'm their grandmother. They should have asked me. Alright, let's put our stars in and we'll be done. I feel like I want to put something in the center, but I think I'm going to wait because I could probably put a star there. I know, they were just babies. My God, when we left to go to New York, they were 3 and 4. So, and then of course we came back and they're teenagers. So we missed out on a lot of their growing up. I mean, we still saw them every year, but we only saw them once a year, really. Because we'd only get them in the summertime. All right, we'll cover up the rest of that later. I'm going to put more at the bottom to cover up that foam. I know, right? I get to spoil them, so I can't say. So I'm going to go down in August and spend a couple days with them so my son-in-law and daughter can hopefully celebrate their anniversary. So, and then they'll come up for the summer. The two boys are going to be taking a course at the Citadel. La la la, right? La-ti-da. But Nathan did it last year, so this year they're both doing it. So they'll both be attending the Citadel for a week. We're just so stinking proud of them, though. They've worked so hard. All right, so I'm going to try and get these out of here without ruining them. These ones are in really good, but I don't need the whole pick. So yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're going to go to the Citadel and spend a week there. We're really excited for them. And then the littles are just, doing their thing. Doing what littles do. Of course, my granddaughter, you know how old your grandkids are, but you don't think about it. And she said something at dinner about being 9 years old, and I just looked at her like, when did that happen? I mean, I know you're 9, but when did that happen? This is happening too fast. Y'all need to stop. I'm serious now. Alright, so we're going to take these, and again, these are on really thin wires. And we're going to cut the ends down just a little. I think I'm going to put a white star in the center. Need to cut off that end there. Now again, with these, you can glue these to your ribbon tails or ribbon loops. You don't have to glue them into the foam. Hey, Betty. Just go in between your loops and glue those in there. Take that paper off of there. So yeah, that was our thing. And then Wednesday when we came home, because we just went for the night, Wednesday was my birthday, so my daughter was out of town, so she wasn't able to go to the boys' thing, but she came home on Wednesday morning, and we went and picked her up at the airport before we left to come home, so I got to see her for my birthday. And then we came home and ordered Chinese food, and that was the end of... That was my birthday. And then we had Mother's Day on Sunday. Well, Saturday we went to miniature golf with our other grandson, Dakota. He's turning 8. Well, he turned 8 on Monday. So we went and celebrated his birthday on Saturday. Went to do miniature golf and go-karts and stuff like that. So that was fun. I didn't do the go-karts. We did the miniature golf, but no, the go-karts we left for them to do. We took the baby inside and let him run around, and he thought he was playing on all the video games, but he wasn't, Oh, thank you. It was last Wednesday. I'm going to put, we'll put the red down there. I'm going to put the white one right here, I think. There we go. I want this other white one to go right in the center, I think. So I'm going to cut it down quite a bit more. No, I did not do go-karts. No go-karts for me. No. And then they did the bumper boats. My husband took video. I didn't, I stayed, like I said, I stayed inside with the baby. And he ran around all the machines and that thinking that he was playing them, you know. That was his big thrill, thinking he was playing video games. He really liked the motorcycle one where you get up on the motorcycle, and he liked that, doing that, pretending like he was driving the motorcycle. We actually, when my son came in there after they got done outside, they actually put some money into it and turned, you know, put him on it and turned it on. So he did get to take a real ride, but he was excited. So Grandma bought him some ice cream, and he's just go, 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 you know. And then he got up on the skee ball thing. He wanted to play the skee ball, but he climbed up on the thing and walked up there like he was going to climb inside and said, "No, we can't do that, babe." He tried climbing into one of those claw machines too. It had a really big opening on it. My son's like, "Yeah, go ahead. You do that." I said, "No, I don't think so. I'm not going to have the fire department out here today." Alright, this one is going to go over here, I think, and then I'm going to add some more. Oh, electric cart, sorry. I keep eyeing all your yellow ribbon. No wonder I couldn't find. Are you talking about all this right here? This is all Sam's ribbon. I ordered that online. That's all the Sam's ribbon from this year. Alright, so I want to add 2 more of those picks and then we're done. So I want, I think, another white one and another red one. So we'll take these 2 right here. And then I will hold this up and let you all see it and we'll be done. Yeah, that's all Sam's ribbon from this year. Our store never got any that I saw. I was over there the other day and they still didn't have any. And if they did get it, it was probably long gone. So ours never really had any. So I had to order it online. I ordered the cases. But all my regular yellow is over there behind it. I do have everything sorted by color. But you can't see it because there's other stuff in front of there. Plus the camera doesn't go over quite that far. It might when I zoom back out. But alright, this red one's going to go back up in here. Right there. There we go. Now it's behind that ribbon, but that's okay because you'll see it from the top. Because when you know, people come up to your door, this is what they see right here. This and this. So you got to have something there too. So we're going to put this white one in. And then I will hang it up tomorrow, see what I need to fill, and then I'll take pictures of it. Yeah, so this one's going up here. So anybody that came in late, if y'all want my email list or want to join my email list so you can get notified when I go live or when I have new stuff added to my shop, just type the word email in the comments and I will send you the link when I get done here. Also the same for my supply list. If you want to know where I get my ribbon racks, my cutters, my glue pan, any of that stuff, it's all on a supply list that I keep and I share that with you if you ask for it. There we go. Glue strings. But see, by using that glue pot, I've got this glue all over me and it's not burning my skin. It's sticking to me, but it's not burning me. Now, if that was a glue gun, you know I'd have big old blisters on my fingers from that. So that's one of the advantages of using a glue pot. You may have glue strings, but those are easy to get rid of. Just take a hot hair dryer or a heat gun to them and they disappear. All right, so there we go. Let me hold that up. I'm going to zoom out. Isn't that cute? So like I said, this one is listed in my shop completed with the decoration on it. But if you want just the wood painted, I have those rounds also available. I should have brought one over. They're sitting over there and I can't get to them right now. But I do have them without this part on it, already painted and with the glitter on it. I just need to seal those. So if anybody wants those, you'll have to contact me because those aren't in my shop. But this completed one is already listed in my shop. So if anyone's interested, let me know. And I thank you all so much for joining us. All right, guys, have a great night. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you next week, okay? Bye.